Baruch Spinoza, a renowned Dutch philosopher of the 17th century, stands as a towering figure in the history of Western thought. His rationalist approach and profound insights into metaphysics, epistemology, and ethics have left an indelible mark on philosophical discourse. At the heart of Spinoza's philosophy lies a profound quest, the pursuit of understanding the natural world, and the attainment of intellectual and emotional freedom. Through his writings, Spinoza offers a rich tapestry of ideas that delve into the nature of reality, the human mind, and the ethical principles guiding human conduct. Born in 1632 in Amsterdam to a Portuguese Jewish family, Spinoza's early life was marked by intellectual curiosity and a thirst for knowledge. His upbringing in a community shaped by religious tradition exposed him to a diversity of ideas, but it also led him to challenge conventional beliefs and seek a deeper understanding of the universe. As he matured, Spinoza's intellectual journey took him on a path of philosophical inquiry that would revolutionize the way we perceive the world and our place within it. Central to Spinoza's philosophical framework is the concept of substance monism. According to Spinoza, there exists only one ultimate substance in the universe, which he identified as God or nature. This substance is infinite, eternal, and self-caused, encompassing all that exists within its infinite essence. From this fundamental substance, all things in the universe, including both material and immaterial entities, emanate as modes or expressions. In essence, Spinoza posits a radical unity of existence, wherein everything is interconnected and interdependent. Spinoza's pantheistic conception of God further emphasizes this interconnectedness, blurring the distinction between the divine and the natural. Unlike traditional monotheistic views that posit a transcendent, personal deity, Spinoza's God is immanent, pervading every aspect of reality. In this sense, God is not an external entity to be worshipped, but rather the underlying fabric of existence itself. This pantheistic perspective underscores the inherent divinity of all things, inviting a profound sense of reverence and awe for the interconnected web of life. The implications of Spinoza's metaphysical framework extend far beyond abstract speculation, shaping his views on human nature, knowledge, and freedom. At the core of Spinoza's philosophy lies a deep concern for the liberation of the human mind from the shackles of ignorance and superstition. He believed that true freedom consists in understanding the causal laws that govern the universe and recognizing one's place within this deterministic framework. Rather than viewing determinism as a constraint on human agency, Spinoza saw it as the key to genuine liberation. For Spinoza, intellectual and emotional freedom go hand in hand, intertwining the pursuit of knowledge with the cultivation of inner harmony. He argued that by gaining a comprehensive understanding of the natural world and the deterministic principles that govern it, individuals can free themselves from the influence of irrational beliefs and emotions. This liberation from ignorance and superstition paves the way for a deeper sense of self-awareness and existential fulfillment. Spinoza's ethical philosophy builds upon this foundation of intellectual and emotional freedom, offering a path to inner peace and contentment. He posits that true moral goodness arises from aligning one's actions with the dictates of reason and understanding one's place in the natural order. Rather than appealing to divine commandments or external authorities, Spinoza grounds ethics in the rational pursuit of human flourishing. He identifies three primary virtues: knowledge, courage, and benevolence, that lead to a life of ethical fulfillment and tranquility. Key to Spinoza's ethical framework is the distinction between joy and sadness, which serve as guiding principles for human conduct. Joy, according to Spinoza, arises from actions or experiences that increase our power of acting and enhance our well-being, while sadness stems from those that diminish our power and impede our flourishing. By understanding the causal relationships that underlie joy and sadness, individuals can strive to maximize joy and minimize sadness in their lives, thereby attaining a state of inner peace and contentment. In summary, Spinoza's philosophy offers a holistic worldview that integrates metaphysics, epistemology, and ethics into a coherent framework for understanding the nature of reality and achieving intellectual and emotional freedom. His emphasis on the interconnectedness of all things, the pursuit of rational inquiry, and the cultivation of virtue provides a profound blueprint for living a life of peace, harmony, and ethical integrity. As we delve deeper into the core messages of Spinoza's philosophy, we uncover timeless wisdom that continues to resonate with seekers of truth and enlightenment across the ages. Substance monism is a foundational concept in the philosophy of Baruch Spinoza, serving as the cornerstone of his metaphysical framework. In order to fully grasp substance monism as proposed by Spinoza, it is essential to delve into its components, implications, and the reasoning behind its formulation. This comprehensive understanding will elucidate Spinoza's perspective on the nature of reality and its profound implications for human existence, including the pursuit of peace in life. Introduction to Substance Monism. Substance monism is the philosophical doctrine asserting that there exists only one ultimate substance in the universe from which all things derive their existence and attributes. In Spinoza's philosophy, this ultimate substance is referred to as God or nature. Unlike dualism, which posits the existence of two fundamentally distinct substances, e.g., mind and matter, substance monism advocates for the unity and indivisibility of all existence. The nature of Spinoza's substance. Spinoza's characterization of substance differs significantly from traditional conceptions of God as a personal deity or an anthropomorphic being. Instead, Spinoza defines substance as that which is self-caused, infinite, and independent of any external factors. Substance possesses all possible attributes and is the source from which all other entities emanate. Substance as God or nature. Spinoza's choice of terminology referring to the ultimate substance as God or nature is deliberate and reflects his attempt to reconcile metaphysical speculation with religious sensibilities. By equating the natural world with the divine, Spinoza emphasizes the immanence of God in all aspects of existence, transcending traditional theological dichotomies. The unity of all things. According to substance monism, everything that exists, whether material objects, living beings, or abstract concepts, is ultimately an expression or mode of the singular substance. Each individual entity is not separate from this underlying unity, but rather participates in its essence. This perspective underscores the interconnectedness and interdependence of all phenomena. Modes of substance. In Spinoza's metaphysical framework, individual things are considered modes or modifications of the one substance. Modes are finite, transient expressions of substance that possess specific attributes and qualities. While they may appear distinct and separate from one another, they ultimately derive their existence from the same underlying substance. Implications for human existence. The concept of substance monism has profound implications for human existence and our understanding of the self. According to Spinoza, human beings are not separate entities but rather integral components of the unified fabric of reality. Our thoughts, emotions, and actions are all manifestations of the singular substance, reflecting its inherent attributes. Freedom and determinism. Spinoza's substance monism reconciles the notions of freedom and determinism by positing that everything that occurs, including human thoughts and actions, is determined by the causal laws of nature. While this deterministic worldview may seem to negate human freedom, Spinoza argues that true freedom lies in understanding and accepting the necessity of all things. Ethical implications. From Spinoza's perspective, recognizing the unity of all things and our place within the overarching structure of reality can lead to ethical enlightenment. By cultivating a deep understanding of our interconnectedness with others in the natural world, we can transcend egoism and strive for the common good. This ethical vision is grounded in the recognition of our shared participation in the one substance. Peace and tranquility. The realization of substance monism can contribute to the attainment of peace and tranquility in life by fostering a profound sense of harmony with the universe. By recognizing that all existence emanates from the same ultimate source, individuals can transcend feelings of isolation and alienation, finding solace in the interconnectedness of all things. Substance monism lies at the heart of Spinoza's philosophy, offering a profound vision of the unity and interconnectedness of all existence. By positing the existence of a single, infinite substance from which everything derives, Spinoza provides a metaphysical framework that transcends dualistic thinking and offers insights into the nature of reality and the human condition. Embracing substance monism can lead to a deeper understanding of our place in the universe and foster a sense of peace and contentment rooted in the recognition of our fundamental unity with all things. Pantheism is a philosophical perspective that posits that the universe and nature are synonymous with the divine. In the context of Baruch Spinoza's philosophy, Pantheism plays a central role in his metaphysical framework, shaping his understanding of God, nature, and the relationship between humanity and the cosmos. At the heart of Spinoza's pantheism is the concept of God or nature, Deus sive natura, which he famously articulated in his magnum opus, Ethics. Spinoza rejects the anthropomorphic conception of God as a personal, transcendent being who intervenes in human affairs. Instead, he asserts that God is immanent in the world, inseparable from the entirety of existence. For Spinoza, God is not a separate entity that exists outside or beyond the universe. Rather, God is the infinite, all-encompassing substance that constitutes the fundamental nature of reality. This substance is characterized by infinite attributes, of which humans can only comprehend to extension: physicality and thought, mind, or consciousness. These attributes are not separate from each other or from the substance itself, but are different aspects of the same underlying reality. In Spinoza's pantheistic view, God is not a personal being with human-like qualities, desires, or intentions. Instead, God is the totality of existence, encompassing all that is, including the natural world, human beings, and everything else that exists. This perspective eliminates the distinction between the sacred and the profane, as everything is considered to be divine in its essence. The pantheistic worldview emphasizes the interconnectedness and unity of all things. In Spinoza's metaphysics, every individual thing in the universe is a mode or expression of the one divine substance. This means that everything that exists is intimately connected to everything else, forming a vast and intricate web of interdependence. Spinoza's pantheism has profound implications for how we understand our place in the universe and our relationship to the divine. Instead of viewing ourselves as separate from or subordinate to God, Spinoza suggests that we are an integral part of God nature. As such, we participate in the divine essence and share in its infinite attributes. This perspective invites a sense of reverence and awe for the natural world, as every aspect of creation is seen as a manifestation of the divine. It encourages a deep appreciation for the beauty, complexity, and interconnectedness of all things, fostering a profound sense of wonder and humility. Moreover, Spinoza's pantheism offers a basis for ethical and existential reflection. If God is synonymous with nature, then ethical principles are not imposed from outside but emerge from the inherent order and harmony of the universe. Living in accordance with this natural order entails recognizing our interconnectedness with all beings and acting in ways that promote the well-being of the whole. Spinoza's pantheism also has implications for our understanding of human existence and the pursuit of meaning and fulfillment. If everything is inherently divine, then every aspect of our lives, our thoughts, actions, and experiences participates in the divine essence. This suggests that the search for meaning and fulfillment is not found in transcending the material world, but in embracing our embodied existence and cultivating a deeper awareness of our connection to the divine. In summary, Spinoza's pantheistic view offers a profound reimagining of the relationship between humanity and the cosmos. By conceiving of God as synonymous with nature and recognizing the interconnectedness of all things, Spinoza invites us to cultivate a sense of reverence, wonder, and ethical responsibility toward the world around us. This pantheistic perspective serves as a foundation for understanding Spinoza's broader philosophy of peace and contentment, as it emphasizes the inherent harmony and unity of existence. Intellectual and emotional freedom in Spinoza's philosophy. Baruch Spinoza, the 17th century Dutch philosopher, presents a profound and revolutionary perspective on freedom that extends beyond mere political liberties. For Spinoza, true freedom is not merely the absence of external constraints, but rather a state of understanding and alignment with the fundamental laws of nature. In his philosophical masterpiece, Ethics, Spinoza articulates a vision of intellectual and emotional freedom that is deeply intertwined with his metaphysical and ethical framework. Understanding causal laws and determinism. At the core of Spinoza's conception of freedom is the recognition of the deterministic nature of the universe. According to Spinoza, everything that happens is necessitated by causal laws that govern the natural world. This deterministic worldview stands in contrast to the notion of free will as traditionally conceived. Rather than viewing freedom as the ability to choose between alternative courses of action, Spinoza argues that true freedom lies in understanding and accepting the necessity of all events. Intellectual freedom through rational inquiry. Spinoza contends that intellectual freedom arises from a clear and rational understanding of the causal laws that govern the universe. By engaging in disciplined inquiry and reasoning, individuals can transcend the limitations of ignorance and superstition and attain a deeper comprehension of reality. Spinoza advocates for the cultivation of reason as a means of emancipating oneself from the influence of irrational beliefs and prejudices. Central to Spinoza's conception of intellectual freedom is the idea of intellectual autonomy. Rather than passively accepting dogma or authority, individuals are encouraged to think critically and independently, challenging conventional wisdom and seeking truth through their own powers of reasoning. In this way, intellectual freedom is not merely a passive state, but an active process of inquiry and discovery. Emotional freedom and the mastery of passions. In addition to intellectual freedom, Spinoza emphasizes the importance of emotional freedom as a crucial aspect of human flourishing. Spinoza's understanding of emotions is deeply rooted in his metaphysical framework, which views emotions as complex psychological phenomena that arise from the interaction of individuals with the external world. Spinoza distinguishes between two primary categories of emotions: passions and actions. Passions are passive emotional states that arise from external causes and diminish our power of acting, while actions are active emotional states that arise from an understanding of the causal relationships that govern our experiences. According to Spinoza, true emotional freedom consists in the ability to transform passions into actions through rational understanding and self-mastery. The role of knowledge and understanding. Central to Spinoza's conception of intellectual and emotional freedom is the role of knowledge and understanding. Spinoza argues that by gaining knowledge of the natural world and the deterministic principles that govern it, individuals can achieve a deeper understanding of themselves and their place within the universe. This knowledge enables individuals to transcend the limitations of their finite perspective and attain a sense of inner peace and contentment. Spinoza's emphasis on the importance of knowledge and understanding as a means of achieving freedom reflects his confidence in the power of human reason to illuminate the mysteries of existence. Through the exercise of reason and rational inquiry, individuals can overcome ignorance and superstition and attain a deeper appreciation of the underlying order and harmony of the universe. Implications for personal and social transformation. The implications of Spinoza's philosophy of intellectual and emotional freedom extend far beyond the realm of individual self-improvement. By promoting a vision of freedom that is grounded in reason and understanding, Spinoza lays the groundwork for a more enlightened and compassionate society. Spinoza's emphasis on the importance of rational inquiry and intellectual autonomy has profound implications for the pursuit of social justice and political reform. By encouraging individuals to think critically and question established authority, Spinoza empowers them to challenge oppressive social structures and work towards a more equitable and inclusive society. Likewise, Spinoza's emphasis on emotional freedom and the mastery of passions has important implications for personal well-being and interpersonal relationships. By cultivating a deeper understanding of their own emotions and the emotions of others, individuals can develop greater empathy and compassion, leading to more harmonious and fulfilling relationships. In conclusion, Spinoza's philosophy of intellectual and emotional freedom offers a compelling vision of human flourishing grounded in reason, understanding, and self-mastery. By embracing the deterministic nature of the universe and striving to align themselves with its fundamental principles, individuals can attain a deeper sense of inner peace and contentment. Through the exercise of reason and rational inquiry, individuals can liberate themselves from the shackles of ignorance and superstition and achieve a more profound understanding of themselves and the world around them. In doing so, they can contribute to the creation of a more enlightened and compassionate society where freedom is not merely an abstract ideal but a lived reality for all. ethics and virtue in Spinoza's philosophy, attaining inner peace and contentment. Baruch Spinoza's ethical philosophy stands as a cornerstone of his broader metaphysical and epistemological framework. Central to his ethical thought is the notion that achieving inner peace and contentment is not only possible but attainable through the cultivation of rationality and virtue. In this exploration, we delve into Spinoza's conception of ethics and virtue, elucidating his perspective on the nature of moral goodness, the role of reason, and the virtues that lead to a life of ethical fulfillment and tranquility. Understanding one's place in the natural order. At the heart of Spinoza's ethics is the idea that true moral goodness arises from understanding one's place in the natural order. Spinoza rejected traditional notions of morality grounded in divine command or arbitrary rules. Instead, he sought to uncover the inherent principles governing human behavior within the framework of nature. According to Spinoza, everything in the universe, including human beings, is governed by causal laws, and moral goodness consists in aligning one's actions with these laws. For Spinoza, human beings are not exempt from the deterministic nature of the universe. Instead, he argued that individuals possess the capacity for rational understanding, which enables them to grasp the causal relationships that govern their thoughts, emotions, and actions. By gaining insight into these causal mechanisms, individuals can attain a deeper understanding of themselves and their place within the natural order. Cultivation of rationality and virtue. Central to Spinoza's ethical project is the cultivation of rationality as a means to achieve inner peace and contentment. Spinoza believed that human beings are driven by two primary emotions, joy and sadness. Joy arises from actions or experiences that increase our power of acting and enhance our well-being, while sadness arises from those that diminish our power and impede our flourishing. According to Spinoza, rationality enables individuals to discern which actions lead to joy and which lead to sadness. By cultivating a rational understanding of the causal relationships underlying their experiences, individuals can strive to maximize joy and minimize sadness in their lives. This involves employing reason to guide their actions rather than being swayed by irrational passions or external influences. In addition to rationality, Spinoza identified three primary virtues that he believed were essential for achieving a life of ethical fulfillment and tranquility: knowledge, courage, and benevolence. Knowledge. For Spinoza, knowledge is the foundation of ethical virtue. True knowledge consists in understanding the causal laws that govern the universe and recognizing one's place within this deterministic framework. By gaining knowledge of the natural world and the principles that govern it, individuals can achieve intellectual freedom from the influence of irrational beliefs and emotions. Knowledge enables individuals to discern what is truly beneficial for their well-being and to act in accordance with reason. Courage. Spinoza viewed courage as an essential virtue for facing the challenges of life with resilience and determination. Courage involves the ability to confront obstacles and adversity without succumbing to fear or despair. Spinoza believed that by cultivating courage, individuals can overcome the limitations imposed by external circumstances and maintain a sense of inner strength and fortitude. Benevolence. Spinoza emphasized the importance of benevolence as a virtue that fosters harmonious relationships with others. Benevolence involves extending compassion and goodwill towards fellow human beings, recognizing their inherent worth and dignity. Spinoza believed that by cultivating benevolence, individuals can cultivate a sense of interconnectedness with others and contribute to the well-being of the community as a whole. By cultivating these virtues, knowledge, courage, and benevolence, individuals can strive to align their actions with the dictates of reason and achieve a life of ethical fulfillment and tranquility. These virtues enable individuals to navigate the complexities of existence with wisdom, resilience, and compassion, ultimately leading to a deeper sense of inner peace and contentment. In summary, Spinoza's ethical philosophy offers a compelling vision of how individuals can attain inner peace and contentment through the cultivation of rationality and virtue. By understanding one's place in the natural order and aligning one's actions with the dictates of reason, individuals can transcend the limitations of irrational passions and external influences. Through the cultivation of knowledge, courage, and benevolence, individuals can navigate the complexities of existence with wisdom, resilience, and compassion, ultimately leading to a life of ethical fulfillment and tranquility. Spinoza's emphasis on the interconnectedness of all things and the importance of rational inquiry continues to resonate with contemporary audiences, offering profound insights into the nature of human flourishing and the pursuit of inner peace. Exploring Spinoza's philosophy of joy and sadness. Baruch Spinoza, the 17th century Dutch philosopher, offers a profound ethical framework centered around the concepts of joy and sadness. In Spinoza's philosophy, these emotions play a crucial role in understanding human nature, guiding moral conduct, and ultimately achieving a state of inner peace and contentment. By delving into Spinoza's ideas on joy and sadness, we can uncover valuable insights into how individuals can navigate life's challenges and cultivate a sense of fulfillment. The nature of joy and sadness. To grasp Spinoza's perspective on joy and sadness, it's essential to understand how he defines these emotions. For Spinoza, joy arises from actions or experiences that increase our power of acting and contribute to our well-being. Joy is not merely fleeting pleasure or gratification, but rather a deep-seated sense of vitality and affirmation of life. On the other hand, sadness emerges from circumstances or events that diminish our power and hinder our flourishing. Sadness encompasses feelings of loss, frustration, and stagnation, pulling us away from our potential and inner harmony. Understanding causal relationships. Central to Spinoza's philosophy is the idea that joy and sadness have underlying causal relationships rooted in the natural order. Spinoza contends that everything in the universe operates according to deterministic principles, governed by the laws of nature. Therefore, joy and sadness are not random occurrences, but rather outcomes of specific causes and effects. By comprehending the causal connections between our actions, experiences, and emotional states, individuals can gain insight into how to shape their lives in pursuit of joy and fulfillment. Maximizing joy and minimizing sadness. Spinoza's ethical framework revolves around the pursuit of joy and the avoidance of sadness as guiding principles for moral conduct. He suggests that individuals should strive to maximize joy by engaging in activities and cultivating habits that enhance their power of acting and contribute to their overall well-being. This involves pursuing knowledge, fostering courage, and practicing benevolence towards others. By aligning our actions with the pursuit of joy, we can lead more fulfilling and virtuous lives. Conversely, Spinoza advises minimizing sadness by avoiding actions or circumstances that diminish our power and impede our flourishing. This requires recognizing and understanding the factors that contribute to sadness, such as irrational beliefs, destructive behaviors, and harmful relationships. Through self-reflection and introspection, individuals can identify sources of sadness in their lives and take steps to address them effectively. By eliminating or mitigating these negative influences, we can create space for joy to flourish and cultivate a deeper sense of inner peace. The path to inner peace. Ultimately, Spinoza's philosophy of joy and sadness offers a roadmap for achieving inner peace and contentment in life. By embracing joy as a guiding principle and minimizing sadness through rational self-awareness, individuals can cultivate a sense of harmony within themselves and their surroundings. This journey involves constant self-examination, moral reflection, and a commitment to living in accordance with reason and virtue. Moreover, Spinoza emphasizes the interconnectedness of joy and sadness with our broader understanding of the natural world. By recognizing our place within the deterministic framework of existence, we can develop a deeper appreciation for the interconnectedness of all things and our inherent capacity to shape our destinies. Through this holistic perspective, individuals can find solace in the realization that they are not passive victims of circumstance but active participants in the unfolding of reality. In conclusion, Spinoza's philosophy of joy and sadness offers profound insights into the human condition and the pursuit of inner peace. By understanding the causal relationships that underlie these emotions and striving to maximize joy while minimizing sadness, individuals can navigate life's complexities with wisdom and resilience. Through self-awareness, moral reflection, and a commitment to rational living, we can cultivate a sense of fulfillment and harmony that transcends the transient fluctuations of pleasure and pain. Spinoza's timeless wisdom reminds us that true peace lies not in the absence of adversity, but in our ability to navigate life's challenges with equanimity and grace. In his philosophical masterpiece, Ethics, Baruch Spinoza presents a profound and systematic exploration of the human condition, offering insights that remain relevant and influential centuries after his death. At the core of Spinoza's philosophy lies a comprehensive framework that encompasses the nature of reality, the pursuit of intellectual and emotional freedom, and the cultivation of ethical virtue as a pathway to inner peace. Through his emphasis on the interconnectedness of all things and the primacy of rational inquiry, Spinoza presents a vision of human flourishing that transcends individual desires and encompasses the well-being of the entire cosmos. At the heart of Spinoza's philosophy is his metaphysical concept of substance monism, which asserts that there is only one ultimate substance in the universe. This substance, which Spinoza identifies as God or nature, is the fundamental source of all existence and encompasses everything that exists. According to Spinoza, this singular substance manifests itself in an infinite variety of ways, giving rise to the diverse phenomena observed in the natural world. By recognizing the unity of all things in this overarching substance, Spinoza invites us to transcend our individual perspectives and appreciate the interconnectedness of all existence. Central to Spinoza's metaphysical framework is his conception of God as immanent rather than transcendent. Unlike traditional conceptions of God as a separate, transcendent deity, Spinoza's God is synonymous with the natural world and is present in all things. This pantheistic view emphasizes the inherent divinity of the universe and invites us to approach the world with reverence and awe. By recognizing the divine within ourselves and all living beings, Spinoza suggests we can cultivate a deeper sense of connection and belonging in the world. Spinoza's emphasis on the interconnectedness of all things extends beyond metaphysics to inform his ethical philosophy as well. According to Spinoza, human beings are part of the natural order and are subject to the same causal laws that govern the rest of the universe. Rather than seeing ourselves as separate and distinct entities, Spinoza encourages us to recognize our interdependence with all living beings and to act in accordance with the universal principles of reason and virtue. For Spinoza, true freedom lies not in the pursuit of individual desires or the attainment of external goods, but in the cultivation of intellectual and emotional freedom. By understanding the causal laws that govern the universe and recognizing our place within this deterministic framework, Spinoza argues, we can liberate ourselves from the tyranny of irrational beliefs and emotions. Through the exercise of reason and the pursuit of knowledge, we can attain a deeper understanding of ourselves and the world around us, leading to a greater sense of inner peace and contentment. Spinoza identifies three primary virtues: knowledge, courage, and benevolence that are essential for leading a life of ethical virtue and inner peace. Knowledge, in Spinoza's view, is the foundation of all virtue, as it enables us to understand the causal relationships that govern our actions and emotions. By cultivating courage, we can overcome the obstacles and challenges that life presents us with, remaining steadfast in our commitment to reason and virtue. And through benevolence, we can extend compassion and kindness to others, recognizing their inherent worth and dignity as fellow beings. Ultimately, Spinoza's philosophy offers a holistic vision of human flourishing that integrates metaphysics, ethics, and psychology into a coherent framework for understanding the nature of reality and achieving inner peace. His emphasis on the interconnectedness of all things and the importance of rational inquiry continues to inspire and influence philosophical thought to this day, inviting us to reconsider our place in the cosmos and to strive for a more harmonious and compassionate world. As we reflect on Spinoza's teachings, may we be inspired to cultivate intellectual and emotional freedom, to live lives of ethical virtue, and to find peace and contentment in the interconnectedness of all existence.